Ma'am, you can continue, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So, hello, team. It will be a better experience if all of our team members will come in the video. Okay, hi, Sanjana.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Krati Sharma. Urvasi, hi. Okay, I think I shall go to the class. So, when I share my PPT, I will not be available in the video. So, kindly apologize. I think it's visible. The slide is visible, right? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So today I'm going to handle NLP techniques. That too, the first 5 techniques. And so previously, our team members have handled NLP, and I think I can give an introduction to NLP. So NLP is a set of principles or techniques aimed at enhancing self-awareness and to create or increase in confidence and to build communication skills and motivate positive social actions. And NLP provides a ways uh, how our thoughts affect our behavior. And to achieve this, there are some techniques, and that is called NLP techniques. And NLP was first created in 1970s by Richard Bandler and John Grinder. And the first NLP technique is dissociation. Disassociation. So NLP techniques are used to either aid a person in self-growth, bring desirable change, or improve our communication. Most probably, NLP techniques are used as a supplement or a complement in psychotherapy, and it's the best technique one can use in developing their own career. So these methods use verbal and non-verbal cues, and these verbal and non-verbal cues include the 10 techniques. The first one, dissociation. Team, can you see the slides?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, absolutely we can.
Okay. So dissociation means disconnecting ourselves from negative thoughts, experiences, or emotions. So as I told you before, NLP techniques help us to change our attitude and change our behavior. So whenever we have negative thoughts, for example, I have given the example of death of a closed one. everyone must have experienced any of our neighbors or anything death who suffered a serious illness and who have died. So whenever we thought of them, first we will be very sad on hearing the death news, but after some time we will convince ourselves that at least they are freed from the serious illness. They hereafter they don't have to suffer from that illness or sufferings, etc. So it is not a bad thing. It is a positive approach of a thing disturb our emotions or experiences or thoughts. And this is called a dissociation. And dissociation is a very, very simple technique, but it has a vast usage in neuro-linguistic programming. And it helps people overcome trauma and stressful experiences. And it, 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 it cannot be used as a therapy, but it can help in the therapy. And the next one is the anchoring. The anchoring is a technique or a process associated with an emotion with a gesture. Just in the anchoring technique, we can associate an emotion with the gesture. Many a time, it's my personal experience team. Many a time I have experienced whenever I have to present something or I have to speak among a big audience. I'm working as a lecturer. So many a time I have to address a mass audience, particularly parents of various economical or educational backgrounds. So I feel very frustrated or I will be having very anxiety. And to overcome that anxiety, during that time, before starting the presentations, I would stand erect with my chin raised upwards. So it gives me some kind of confidence. I think many of you many of you have experienced this type of stress, and you could have been unknowingly developed some attitude or behavior to overcome that fear or anxiety. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So here anchoring, I can connect this anchoring with the example. I think everybody had known this example. This is Ivan Pavlov's experiment, it's psychological experiment with the dog. He used to, Ivan Pavlov used to feed a dog regularly at a time. And whenever he was to feed the dog, he will ring a bell and will feed the dog. So eventually the dog hears a bell sound and automatically it gets the food. So what happens in the dog's mind, whenever the bell rings, whenever he hears the bell sound, he gets the food. So hearing the bell, the dog gets saliva in his mouth. So automatically the food gets. So after a long time, Ivan Paulo just ring the bell, and without the food, without seeing the food, the dog has saliva on its mouth. So it is a anchoring technique. What is this means? Just emotion, hearing the bell sound with the saliva. That is emotion with the gesture. So this is called anchoring. This anchoring technique mostly helps in whenever you come across a fear or whenever you come across an emotion, the emotion will be connected to some kind of objects. Even in anchoring technique, when Sir is teaching us, he told us whenever he thought of or he thinks of his grandfather, he used to have his cigar lighter in his hand. The same thing, whenever we think of our loved ones, we will be having that emotions or technique or what they used or what they could have told that at that time, like that we will be thinking. That is called anchoring. And the third one is reframing. It's a very popular NLP techniques, and reframing is particularly used for growth, where reframing refers to a change in perception. What do you mean by perception, team? Team?
The way you perceive something and look into it.
Okay. Perception means just observing something and understanding something. So reframing particularly makes us to see a situation or see a person or see a object from a different angle. Uh, when we practice reframing technique, surely we can handle the situation in a different manner. So, for example, I think everybody would have experienced fear or anxiety feeling during your exams, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
agree.
What will be that fear feeling? What all the things went at that time? Can anyone share? I think Sanjana is the one who have wrote the exams and got the results now.
Yes,
Sanjana, can you share your feelings when you are going for a board exams?
it would absolutely be scary, and you get anxiety at the time. Not a dangerous type of anxiety, but you'll be the words you'll be getting is like feeling butterflies in your stomach.
Okay,
Yes,
you will be having
that
stumbling
kind of
things,
things.
and maybe
Yes,
we feel like going to restroom and often using restrooms, right?
yes, you would also feel like your heart would jump out of your
Ah,
mouth
okay.
anytime.
So these are the things you experienced at that time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
just think about that situation now. How do you feel now?
I mean, I feel really peaceful.
Peaceful? Just think about
Yes,
that feeling butterflies in your stomach and feel like going to restroom. Now, what do you think about that thing?
I
Do
feel
you
like
feel the same
I'm going to write the
feeling that
exam
you
another
have
time.
to something? No. Now,
If you,
do you feel the
yes,
same anxiety or thinking
no,
that situation,
no,
you feel fun of that situation?
I feel fun of that situation.
This is reframing. So, already we have experienced a negative situation. So, now thinking that situation, we'll be having some different emotions. The same thing, we can connect with the example, another example. I think here everybody will have the fear of dog, right? Whenever we see a stray dog, what will you think?
Yeah,
We
that it
stand
will
and look
bite.
at it.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Immediately we will think about
Right.
maybe it will bite. We have to run away from the street or we have to run away from the situation. But really, in natural, when we run, what will happen? Even when we stand, the dog won't do anything. Just it will be looking at us. Immediately when we start running or when we think about running, what will the dog do?
It will also, runs at the
It
back
will
of you
start
or start
chasing us. It
chasing
will
us.
start chasing us, right? So
Yes.
even that also
Yes.
we know. Once we start running, the dog will chase us and it will surely bite. We can stand still. We will know both the situations. We will well known the both the situations. But we will start running, right? So here reframing is whenever you have a fear of dog, just you have to reframe your thought as it won't bite or it won't do anything when we stand still. So immediately when we have a negative situation, simultaneously we should have the thought of positive thing also. This reframing can be attained by regular practice. Whenever we have a negative thinking or we have a negative situation before us, instead of thinking that simultaneously, we have to do what can be the next move in a positive way. That is called a reframing. And once it practiced, reframing, it can give a tremendous positive result because I am using this reframing in my classrooms. So the next fourth technique is building rapport. Here, rapport means a good relationship between humans, maybe in workplaces or in society, even in family. Because once we build a good relationship, we don't need any communication gap. We don't need any explanation in our communication. Our best building rapport can be the best communication, because rapport building technique are often the end of goal of communication. So here, for building good rapport, we just, it's a simple technique. Just we can copy the opposite person's behavior in a good sense, not in a bad sense, but in a good sense. For example, if I'm talking to my senior, I can watch their behavior, they can appreciate a small thing. If I am good today, they can appreciate you are looking good. So this is a basic thing to build rapport, because it develops trust. So whenever you start appreciating others, or whenever you start imitating others in a good sense, we can build a good rapport, which helps in the effective communication and mutual trust. Mutual trust is very important in relationships. So, for example, whenever I see a student who is dull, even I can notice that he is dull today, but I used to say that, hey, your shirt color is very nice. Maybe it is dull or anything, but I used to say that, hey, your shirt color is nice, da. So simply, I can notice a spark in his face. Have you ever noticed this? Hello, team. Have you ever noticed this kind of communication thing? Whenever we get appreciated, when we are in a sad mood, just we will have a spark of energy in us. Have you ever noticed or have you ever experienced this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Rapport building is a very, very, very necessary thing in a marketing field, because once we build a trust, no one can break that trust. So building trust or building rapport is a main thing in business or anything in human relationship, everywhere building rapport, because many times we will have a, lack of communication thing, miscommunication. So we will be conveyed some message, but the message will be understood by us wrongly. So rapport building is a very, very, very necessary tool to facilitate our communication between individuals. So the next one, the last one, priming. It's an NLP technique often considered controversial. Why I am saying this controversial means it is assumed to be a manipulative. For example, these priming techniques, we can use in advertisements. When we want to sell a wine, particularly Italian wine, we will speak Italy in advertisements. So simply we can just link that Italy and the wine. So Italy wine, maybe they are going to market or sell Italy wine. So the same thing, the priming will be effective when you express it in intense words. When you are using something to advertisement, the words or gestures or images you use should be very intense, that the audience visualizing that ad or hearing the words should automatically change to your mindset. That is priming. That is why I'm telling in the beginning itself, priming is a important NLP technique, but it is manipulative. It can manipulate when it is very intense, when it is very powerful. It can manipulate and it can make the opposite person to hear or to do what you say. This is called priming technique. And all these 5 techniques, when we start practicing NLP techniques, we can speak many times or more and more. And but it will be very effective when we understand these techniques and we practice daily. Once we start practicing daily, NLP technique will give us a tremendous change in our attitude or behavior. That's all, team. Do you have any questions? Hello?
Thank you, ma'am. You have explained very well.
No, ma'am, you can
Okay,
continue.
okay.
You can continue. It's okay.
She has
No,
completed.
the next 6 techniques are to be continued by Sanjana. I have completed my 5 techniques, and from the 6th technique, Sanjana is going to continue. And if you have doubts, you can ask. I can make it clear.
I think you have explained it clearly.
Is it so? Then thank you so much, dear. So, Sanjana, I think you can do it.
Yes.
For that, Sanjana, I am making you host.
Okay.
Sanjana, now you are the host now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
So can I start, team?
Yes, go ahead, Sanjana. You can start.
Hi, team. As Vasanthi ma'am told, she has already conducted the first 5 techniques, and I will be having the next 5 techniques. And I'll start the screen sharing now, and I'll stop the video because I will not be able to come on the video. Is it okay?
Yes, no issues.
Thank you. So my screen is visible, right?
No,
Yes.
not at dear, not at dear.
No.
Sanjana,
Yes, ma'am.
so open your PPT already in your mobile phone. Then share. If you touch
Yeah,
the button share in your Zoom meeting, it will ask share screen. Do you have that option?
I have a share option.
Just click that share option.
Yes.
There, what do you see? You will have many options. My Google Drive, everything, and there it will be having search screen. I think.
Yeah, I'm having
share
share screen.
Just click that one.
Yes, it's having
And
a start now.
Start now. Start now. Yes, yes.
Is it visible?
Not yet, dear.
I've done everything you have said, but no.
No, already you'll be having your PPT in WhatsApp, right?
Yes, no, just wait a second. I'll.
Just open that. Go to your WhatsApp and open that one first. Sanjana, otherwise do one thing. Make me a host.
Okay, I'll do it.
I will share the screen for you, okay?
Okay.
I don't know whether it works or not. Just do it now.
Yes, that's great actually. Okay, I have made you the host. Okay.
Okay, now I will try to open the screen. Okay,
Okay.
screen is off now. Now, team, can you view the screen?
Yes, we can. Yes,
Okay.
yes, you are.
Sanjana, I have opened the first screen.
Okay, ma'am. So can you go to
So
the
shall I?
switch technique? First,
Okay,
my
dear,
first
wait.
technique.
Okay, wait. Okay, dear. Is it visible now?
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So I think I'll start now. Start by now. So the NLP shift pattern is used to break limiting behavior or unwanted habits. So in short, switch is a visual technique that involves reprogramming your mind to think a certain way. This process shifts your mind from an unwanted behavior to a desired behavior. So I think we have an emotion associated with every action and experiences. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So for switch technique, it involves two images. You need two images. One is an undesirable or triggering situation image, and the other image is the same situation if everything goes perfectly. Okay, so for example, we always have a fear of stage fear, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we have
dear.
all
Yes,
that.
dear. Of course, I have.
Okay, everyone has, I think so. So first, find the trigger. The first part of the process involves discovering the internal trigger for the unwanted behavior or habit. So for example, let's say you get nervous before a presentation as an example. So then what has to happen in order for you to get nervous? I have a questions. So I have a set of questions for this image, like what has to happen in order for you to get nervous? And do you have to see something, hear something, or feel something? What is it? So have these questions and identify a picture with the trigger. So when you think of that trigger, do you have a picture of it? So now I've told you to imagine the stage here. So I told you to think of the triggering picture, and now do you have a picture of it?
Yes,
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. So for the negative picture, find an alternative picture. I want you to imagine things going the way you want them to. For example, rather than getting nervous before public speaking, we may prefer to be really confident. Okay, so in order to feel really confident, therefore, what would we need to see in our mind's eye? Does anyone have answer for that?
Yes, maybe I will be thinking about after presentation if my principal will call me and appreciate. It will be
Yes.
very nice.
Okay. So keep
We
it as
have
an alternative picture. Yes, sir.
we have to think in a positive outcome after the public
Yes.
speaking. We
Yes,
have to
I
imagine a
want you to take
positive.
the two aspects. Yes. Thank you, sir. And now hold both pictures in your mind's eye. Okay, so now we have a desired picture, what we want to happen, and an undesired picture, what is currently triggering the behavior. You have two pictures in your mind now. So get both pictures in your mind, both the bring the desired picture to right in front of you in a big and bold manner. So make sure that you are seeing things in this picture just as you would in real life. So, and then get the desired picture and make it really small and dark. So now you'll be having your undesirable picture in the bold view, am I right?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
So now perform this wish. Now you go. For now, you have both pictures in mind. You probably have your eyes closed at this point. So the undesired picture is big and bold, the right in front of you. The desired picture is small and dark, and in the bottom left corner of your mind's eye. It would be really small. You don't have to have the desired picture in a bold manner. For now, have it in a small and dark manner. And simultaneously, with an imaginary switch, you are going to switch the pictures over. The negative picture to the dark and the positive picture to the bold. Have you done it?
Yes.
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 Now I can see only the applause,
Yes.
not a huge mass.
So, yes, that's a great compliment to hear, I think so.
Yes.
This is how you perform the Swiss technique. And the next one is mirroring. Vasanthi ma'am, please. Yes, thank you. So the mirroring process, it is a process of taking on elements
Yes,
of
dear,
another
I have
person.
changed.
Thank you, ma'am. It is a process of taking on elements of another person's physiology and voice qualities. So this technique goes hand in hand with building rapport and establishing trust. So to practice mirroring, the next time you have a conversation with someone else, try matching small things that they do with their words or body language. So like adapting the same kind of demand creates friendly environment that encourages communication and trust. So we have an example for mirroring, of course. So it is a posture. When having a conversation, you may find you are mimicking the other person's movements and posture. For example, if they cross their legs, you do too. Do you?
Um, I used to yawn.
Yeah, we used to yawn when somebody else yawns, right?
Yeah, that's mirroring also. Yes, yes. So the posture includes gestures and moods, moods also. So the next one is the tone of voice. If the person we are interacting with is talking in a slow, calm manner, we tend to adapt the tone, that tone as well. Do we?
Right.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, you are. Why do you have
Yes.
to think this
we,
much? Yeah, so it also includes accent, facial expressions, gestures. Okay. Yeah. So these are all integrated with each other, I think so. So like posture, gestures, and facial expressions all are the same, and the tone of voice, accent, and mood represents the same. I think so.
Can I change the next slide here?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sorry.
So the next one is modeling. So like, what do you want the most in life? Like, are you studying or learning from the people you already have? Like, I want the answer for this.
Actually, we usually study people, right?
No,
Actually, we used to
we
study
are
people.
no. No,
Then
I
what about?
meant,
No,
are we studying like not from the people, but are we studying personally or or learning from the people?
no, we
In
learn
the
from the
field,
people.
Yes. We don't study ourselves. We don't study for ourselves. We always learn from people, isn't it?
yes, I agree.
Okay. So the meta model is designed to help gather information, challenges, and expand the limits of a person's model or view of the world. So modeling means learning by copying the behavior of someone else. So humans naturally model each other, isn't it?
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Yes, we all
Okay.
have a role model,
Particularly
right?
children's, as you show in
Okay,
your
do you have any examples of modeling? Because it's an easy topic, I think so.
We all have a role model, right?
Okay.
Similar to that, are you saying similar to that?
Yeah, I need examples for modeling. Any three examples. Any three.
When
we
you
used to walk like our grandmothers
Okay.
in a
Sure.
childhood. In a childhood.
Of course.
Youngsters copy the model of film stars, heroes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we do
Any
often.
other? Yes, of course. Any other examples, Steve? Okay, so I'll get into the example. For example, parenting. Just as kids copy parents' bad habits, they will copy good ones as well, right? So parents can use this to their advantage by modeling positive behaviors like exercise, healthy eating, reading, and fun and relaxing activities. So in the workplace, modeling happens all the time in the workplace. A person could be modeling a task in order to teach someone, but often modeling is unintentional. So if you are a manager or a business owner, you can model behaviors like work ethic, professional communication, and honesty. So in relationship, I think in relationship modelings are very common. I think modeling works in relationship alone. Am I right?
Like
Yeah,
better, right?
No, like in couple group therapy relies partly on modeling. Like couples are able to see how others fight and work through their issue and model that for themselves. Right. So modeling,
what.
I think modeling works both in parenting and the relationship. I say most of it. Most of the time, modeling works in parenting and in relation. In my perspective, I'm telling you that modeling works in both parenting and in relationship most of the time.
Hello,
Yes, dear.
interrupt in between.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, Sanjana, actually, there's some distraction from your background, so I'm not able to, understand or hear you properly.
Distractions from my background, ma'am.
Yeah, there's some distraction at the back.
Okay, ma'am. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible and clear.
You have understood the modeling in relationship, right, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm trying my best to understand. If you could repeat, that would be nice.
Yeah, I would surely.
Okay.
So modeling in relationship works like a couple groups therapy relies partly on modeling. Couples are able to see how others fight and work through their issue and model that for themselves. So in my perspective, I think modeling goes well in parenting as well as in relationship, more than in the workplace. So what's your perspective? No one's got the idea, I see.
Can you repeat?
No, Sanjana, I'm not getting your point actually.
Okay, wait. I'll come from the examples of modeling from the first.
Shall I
So
change the slide, Sanjana, for modeling?
yes, ma'am.
Do you need this slide?
No, I want the examples actually. Do we have it?
No, only this.
Okay, then
No, I
it
think
can be, and I'll just
Sanjana is trying to say modeling is copying the behavior of someone else to build a rapport. So particularly, if I am not wrong, Sanjana, modeling, mirroring, and building rapport are moreover
goes
the
hand in
same,
hand.
right?
Yes, goes well hand in hand.
Yes. Those.
Yes.
Okay.
So, for example, in parenting, just as kids copy parents' bad habits, they'll copy good ones as well from the parents. So, parents can use this to their advantage by modeling positive behaviors.
Yeah,
Am I
okay.
clear?
I got it, Sanjana. You can continue. Thank you.
Okay. And in the workplace as well, modeling happens all the time in the workplace. A person could be modeling a task in order to teach someone, but often modeling is unintentional. So if you're a manager or a business owner, you can model behaviors like work ethic, professional communication, and honesty. And in relationship, couples group therapy relies partly on modeling. So couples are able to see how others fight and work through their issue and model that for themselves. Wow. So in my perspective, I think that modeling goes well in parenting and in relationships.
Yeah, okay. Continue.
Yeah, you have understood, right, ma'am?
Yeah, now I got your idea. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. So the truth is these success. So the truth is the successful business owners are turning to modeling when they make their decisions. Yeah. Move on to the next topic. I hope you understood the meta model. So I'll come to the last topic of mine, incantations.
Sanjana,
Yes, ma'am.
you have to take meta model, dear. I have.
Yes, I have 3 types, right? In that.
Yes, meta model. Yes.
Sorry, I forgot. So it involves deletion, generalizations, and distortions. So, like in deletions, for example, in deletions, for instance, someone might say it won't work. Like it hides any specificity of what the problem actually is. So the deletions, am I clear?
Mm.
No.
So whenever your mom is saying to do your work, you will be saying simply.
That work hides something. Yes. Yes, that hides something, right? You don't know which work. That hides something or some works. So that means deletions. So the next one is generalization. For example, the example of generalization, someone might say nobody likes me after facing rejection in a particular situation. Right? Does anyone like me?
Getting into
in
a general rule.
Yes. For a simple rejection, you would come to the conclusion like nobody likes me, which is absolutely false. So the next one is distortions. An example of distortion is the use of mind reading, where a person assumes they know what others are thinking or feeling without evidence. For example, he didn't call me because he doesn't care for me. So here the challenge is that how does him not calling you mean that? So how does him not calling you mean that? It may be anyone. Your team?
Is it like actually
Yeah,
like
Sanjana?
maybe he got some other reason for not calling, but we assume that he doesn't like me.
Yes.
So okay.
We just read others' mind without any evidence. Like, for example, if someone doesn't call me, I would think like they don't love me. So, like, I'm having a.
We create false beliefs. Like
Yes, we
yes,
just try to read their mind.
So can we say that having generalizations about a particular thing, we will distort something?
Yes, we can. We can.
Yes.
I think the
Due to
generalizations and
generalization,
distortions go.
we come to
Yes.
distortions.
Yes, of course.
And distortions leads to deletions, right?
Of course, yes. So
good.
These three goes hand in hand.
Okay.
So I move on to the final topic, incantations. So incantations are like more powerful affirmations. I mean, more powerful versions of affirmations. So, do anyone have any idea of what affirmations are?
Like positive sayings.
Yes. Wait, so affirmations are a word or phrase you repeat over and over to yourself to instill positive thinking and self-empowerment. You are correct. So, an incantation is an affirmation technique in neuro-linguistic programming used to create a desired emotional state within a person. So, the main purpose is reprogramming people's subconscious into believing they can achieve something. So, if someone comes to you telling that they can't do something, make them believe it. This is a
So like in
powerful technique as
Sandanam Jayam Ravi's joke. யாரோ ஒருத்தர் ஆள் மனதுக்குள்ள போய் இவர் யாரோ வந்து டாக்டர்னு சொல்லியிருக்காரு like that.
yes, that goes well. This is a perfect example, I think so.
Okay, thank you, Sanjana.
Yes, really, it was a perfect example for incarnations.
Okay.
So let's jump into conclusion. Do you have any doubts relating to these 5 techniques? Does anyone? Perhaps.
No, I think I could stop sharing. So still
Yes.
we have a
I just have a conclusion, like benefits of NLP, and I will come
okay.
over with it. So some of the benefits of NLP is builds better relationship. So in neuro linguistic programming, it helps people build better relationship with others in their personal as well as professional lives. So the second one is it boosts confidence. So NLP focuses on bringing a positive attitude from within a person. It helps in improving the confidence amongst themselves. So the third one improves self-awareness. NLP teaches people about the way they think or behave in specific ways that are holding them back from reaching their full potential. So it helps people make changes in their lives as they are aware of their insecurities and weak points. The change for good helps them to lead a happier and successful life. So the fourth point reduces stress levels. When an individual can deal with their own emotions in a balanced way, it helps in reducing stress levels. So NLP is the self-help tool to understand more about oneself. And the last point helps to overcome fears and phobias. It is another benefit of NLP which is used to help people suffering from any phobias or fears in life. We all do have phobias and fears in life, right?
Yes.
So by the implementing an effective NLP technique, individuals can change the thoughts, feelings, and the fears associated with it. Thank you, team. I hope I made it clear. If you have any doubt, you can like. So no one has any doubt, I see.
Yeah, you made a wonderful session actually, Sanjana.
Me?
Yeah. It was neatly presented actually.
Thank you so much, thank you, ma'am.
So Sanjana,
Yes, ma'am.
team, for all of you, I think I am very proud of being Sanjana's mother because she presented well enough than me. I could accept that.
No, the mother
Very
is
good
the mom
presentation.
is mom.